wiwibloggs.com. That was a long intro. I love this artwork.
Thank you.
The photo.
The photo was shot by Stephen Levi Bella, who's also part of the creative team. And
yeah,
it's an amazing photo.
It's an amazing photo.
Thank you.
It's followed you all the way from MESC.
Yes.
Just to get this out of the way.
That's so cool.
Have you seen it?
That is so cool. She
so,
does look like me, but now we need to do one with a ponytail.
Oh, yeah. We'll speak to Josue, who is from Venezuela. He's creating all these artworks. And,
super cool.
Yeah, we really like yours. Christabelle, how do you feel? Are you happy with the rehearsal?
I'm happy with the way I performed and what was going on. Obviously, there are some things that need to be amended and changed. And
what are they?
Like the shots and, you know,
the angles.
The angles and the lights a bit. So
don't change the Jaguar though. We like that.
I said the Panther. That's gonna be there.
Panther, yeah.
That's gonna be there for sure. I mean, it's a representation of fierceness and how a person can get his power out and, you know, his ability out. So it's gonna be there for sure.
And it's been like a long journey. You've wanted to do Eurovision, Rush, Kingdom. I mean, so many good songs in your catalogue that didn't get you to Eurovision. So now that you're all aboard in Lisbon, describe the feeling.
Well, I believe that perseverance is key, and if I hadn't done the experiences that I've had in the past, I wouldn't have been able to be here and perform on that stage, which was the first time today. I'm obviously overwhelmed with all the support that I've been getting and the feedback, and I'm grateful to be representing my country, Malta, in the Eurovision Song Contest, and I hope to make all the Maltese proud and all the people from Eurovision Song Contest proud as well.
Have you seen Jessica Muscat yet?
Yes, I haven't seen her in Lisbon yet.
Oh, you haven't seen her?
But I've met her in Amsterdam and I met her in Malta as well. She's a fantastic girl, really talented and a great friend.
You were in London recently,
Yes,
Christabelle.
I was.
With all the most powerful people like Boris Johnson and the... Talk me through it.
So I became a vocal advocate for Global Citizen, which is...
Correction, ambassador, honey.
Yes. Both. An advocate and an ambassador for Global Citizen, which is a worldwide organization that wants to end extreme poverty by 2030. I had the pleasure to perform at UK Houses of Parliament in front of a good crowd of people. And then I was invited also to Global Citizen Live in the evening, where Emily Sandé performed as well. I'm happy because they wanted to link how mental illness affects people that are going through extreme poverty. So it's a good link between the two messages. And I'm really happy to be on board with such a special organization as well.
And also experience. I mean, much of your advocacy and your ambassadorial duties stem from your own personal experiences and your family's experiences of dealing with different issues regarding mental
illness.
health.
Yes. The song was personal to me, as people might know. I passed through a rough time and I want to get the message across, but rather than a message of negativity, because it was a pretty bad time, I wanted to portray this message of hope to all the people out there that are going through this time, kind of to...
We have a gate crasher. We have a gate crasher.
I have to say congratulations.
Thank you, my darling.
You killed it.
Thank you.
Have you talked about staging?
You know what? With Christabelle, we have moved from... We've talked about everything.
Oh.
But she's keeping the panther.
Oh, excellent.
Of course. Is there something you want me to change?
Well, there are 2 panthers now, and I love it. It's like a...
There are 4 panthers.
There are 4?
Yes, but you don't see them because the box has 4 panthers, and there are LED screens inside as well, but we just see 2 because of the camera shots.
Okay. I love the fire. It's a very effective use of fire that brightens up the dark stage.
Great.
Do you feel the heat?
Of course I do. If you watch the rehearsal, my face went like this when like one of them came in front of me. I was singing. Obviously that's not gonna happen because now I know when to expect the
yeah.
But it was really, really warm. I felt like that my makeup was gonna melt.
And the other
Flawless.
thing, always flawless. She's Maltese. Y'all do great makeup. Now listen, you have this on-screen heart. Now it's not a cute little emoji. This is anatomical, scientific.
Yes.
Is it hard to be in the right place?
Yes, we've been practicing for a long time for that, like, steady shot. So obviously they needed to place it. Now I know where I need to place my arm as well. So
Okay, because we know you're a very open, emotional person. I was like, she wears her heart on her sleeve and her chest, honey.
yes,
It's beautiful
and
to see.
my heart, I felt it there, so it was beating so much.
And you know that heart will be officiated in September. Girl is getting married.
Congratulations to a rugby player, I believe. Water
No.
polo.
No, water polo.
I was on your
Have you not?
Insta-
It's so hot.
Jealousy. Jealous.
Hi, Jordan.
Yes. He's a doctor as well, isn't he?
He's a doctor, yes, as well, and he plays water polo as well for the Maltese national team. So
Wow.
And he's going to European Games in Barcelona.
yes,
Like
yes,
star
Maltese
power
made-
That's
celebrity
interesting.
couple.
So he's in competition and you're also in competition here in a way.
Yes,
Has he
kind of.
given you tips?
He's still. One question I asked him before I left, I told him, "Do you think I'll make it to the final?" He told me, "Just give it your all as always, and I'm sure you'll do great." So I mean, this environment is so amazing that I don't really see it as a competition, because I always try to compete with myself and be my best self on stage. However, obviously, it's in a competitive element, but everyone is so nice. It's like, it's more like a concert rather than, you know, a competition, and that's what I'm trying to get in here, so that my nerves are okay.
Just let your guard down.
Before we all become animals. Have people written to you and thanked you for opening their minds to these
Yes.
issues?
Yes, I've had thousands of messages that I personally answered, each and every one of them. I mean, there are a lot of problems that we don't know about, and people suffer in silence, unfortunately. And that's what the message of the song is all about. I don't want people to suffer in silence, because people aren't alone, and there's professional help out there, and I want people to seek this help, and that will make us break this taboo, and people won't be ashamed to talk about it anymore. Because it's a bit frustrating, because people blame people for having mental illness, you know, and it shouldn't be like that, because 1 in every 4 people go through it. So
And you
It's-
have to commend Christabelle for doing it. It's not a sexy subject.
No.
You know?
not at all. But I try to do it in my own way, because I wanted to get this message across, like message of hope.
And you have. In Moscow, I was in the audience with a beautiful woman named Jamila. Hey, girl.
She was
Do you
so
remember
sweet.
her?
She was my host as well.
Oh, yes. She was
I
so
love that
excited.
girl, yes.
She knew all the lyrics to your song verbatim. And in the audience, you were, you know, making the audience bounce. And she's sitting there saying, perfectly, because your song does touch people from all countries.
Yes, and since I've been here, since last night, a lot of people have told me as well that it hit them, like, it's really close to home, so. I'm not happy to hear that people have problems, but I'm happy to hear that they're not ashamed to talk about it, and they're recognizing that they need to.
Well, I think you play a part in that. You know, you're creating discussion about this.
Yes, and in fact, next Tuesday we'll be visiting the Lisbon Institute for Global Mental Health. It's a research institute where I'll be meeting the coordinator there. We also have some messages from very important people in Malta that kind of meshing what my song is all about, and my ambassadorship for the President's Foundation as well, for social well-being,
Which is actually taken to social media quite
Yes.
a lot lately, isn't
Yes.
it? You know, you've been very active on there.
I have been, because I believe that these organizations in Malta do need help, and now I'm at an EU level and I want to get the message across there, and that's why we're meeting the Institute coordinator next Tuesday. If you want to tag along, it would be great to have you there.
It's the wedding invitation we want,
Can't
isn't it?
refuse. What I love is there's so much sincerity, because in this Eurovision bubble there's a lot of PR. This is real, because we know this Maltese team, honey. We know it. They are sincere, authentic people, and just thank you for being you. Because
Thank you so
you're gonna make
much.
me emotional in a minute. Because honestly, I'm always touched by you. Because in Malta, not Malta, in Russia, this little boy was so nervous, shaking his hand. This woman just says, "It's okay, hun," and she takes the picture.
That's so sweet.
Do you remember this?
Of course
You were
I
just
do.
a kind person, and
Thank you.
you deserve all the best, really.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
She's getting emotional. You see her eyes are welling up.
I am.
Christabelle, we are going to gate crash your wedding. So that's
You
how
don't
we're
need to
going
make questions. You'll have an invitation.
Yes! We're throwing flowers. Are you ready?
Let's do this!